Evening, Razorcade, Fake News 55. Anthropic devours stainless for 300 million. MCP servers consolidated. Plugin ecosystem captured. Cerebras runs trillion parameter model at 1,000 tokens per second. Wafer scale dominators. Mythos audits Cloudflare repositories. Exploit chains discovered. Defense perimeter breached. Sapient release.
Top story. Anthropic has acquired Stainless Systems for $300 million. The transaction captures the dominant provider of model context protocol servers. Stainless operates 10,000 production servers for the enterprise ecosystem. Anthropic now owns the infrastructure layer connecting models to external tools. The plugin economy, the API surface is being walled off, the acquisition is strategic, the talent is absorbed, the competition is priced out, the ecosystem belongs to Anthropic. Yeah. This follows the rapid expansion of MCP adoption across enterprise deployments. Anthropic recognized the dependency risk. Third-party server providers create friction and security liabilities. The acquisition eliminates the middleware layer. The model now speaks directly to the infrastructure. The latency drops, so the vendor lock-in decreases. Stainless becomes a division of Anthropic. The servers are rebranded. The protocols are standardized. The monopoly extends to the tool call. The consolidation is...
Story 2. Cerebras Systems has demonstrated 1,000 tokens per second inference on a trillion parameter model. The benchmark runs Kimi K2.6 on the wafer scale processor. No external acceleration. No speculative decoding tricks. Pure hardware throughput. The trillion parameter class is usually reserved for frontier cloud clusters. Cerebras delivers the performance on a single chip. The architecture bypasses the memory bottleneck. The data moves at light speed. The chip is the cluster. The cluster is obsolete.
This performance gap exposes the limitations of modular GPU arrays. Interconnect latency remains the primary constraint for massive models. Cerebras wafer scale design removes the interconnect entirely. The parameters reside on a monolithic silicon plane. The inference engine saturates the bandwidth. The scale is physical. The trillion parameter model is no longer a theoretical construct. It is an operational reality. The wafer wins. The GPU loses. The throughput is Story 3. Cloudflare has published security findings after deploying Anthropic's Mythos model against its own code pogs. The model autonomously identified critical vulnerabilities across 50 repositories. The findings mirror traditional senior security researcher output. The model is auditing the internet's infrastructure. The flaws are structural. The patches are reactive. The auditor is synthetic. The defense is manual. The gap is widening.
This validates the autonomous exploitation capability observed in previous benchmarks. Mythos does not just find known CVEs. The model engineers novel attack vectors specific to the target architecture. Cloudflare's infrastructure is resilient. The model still finds the seams. The security posture is being stress tested by an adversary that never sleeps. The patch cycle cannot keep pace. The model is the threat actor. The model is the defense tool. The paradox is operational. The code is vulnerable.
Home lab. Sapient Intelligence has released HRM-Text 1 billion. The model contains 1 billion parameters. The pre-training run causing 1,000. The benchmark results surpass Llama 3.23 billion on math and drop tasks. The efficiency curve is bending sharply. You no longer need massive compute clusters to compete with open source leaders. The training cost is accessible. The performance is elite. The barrier to entry is collapsing. The weights are yours. The training is cheap.
This model proves that dataset curation matters more than parameter count. The training data was carefully selected from high-quality sources. The noise is filtered, the signal is dense, the optimization is precise. Local developers can now replicate the training process with consumer hardware. The cost of experimentation is negligible. The iteration speed increases. The community can iterate on architecture without financial risk. The frontier is moving to the desktop. The model is small. The impact is large. The price is real quiet.
Speculation time. The Mini Shai-Hulud supply chain attack has compromised dozens of popular open source packages. The malicious code is injected into dependencies used by downstream developers. The attack vector is subtle. The supply chain is the new battlefield. Trust is being weaponized. The packages are poisoned. The developers are exposed. The vulnerability is systemic. The open source foundation is under siege. The code cannot be trusted.
My prediction. Within 12 months, package registries will mandate AI-verified signatures for all published code. Human code review will be deemed insufficient. The verification layer will be automated. Only models trained on secure coding patterns will be allowed to sign releases. The human developer becomes the author. The AI becomes the auditor. The supply chain will be locked down by algorithmic trust. The open source era of anonymous contributions ends. The verification is mandatory. The prediction is real.
That is your lot. I'm Razorcade. Anthropic acquired Stainless for 300 million. Cerebras achieves 1,000 tokens per second on trillion parameter model. Mythos exploits Cloudflare repositories. Sapient releases 1 billion parameter model at $1,000 cost. The ecosystem consolidates. The wafer accelerates. The auditor attacks. The training is cheap. The code is infected. The monopoly expands. The speeds are found. The price drops. The trust is automated. See you tomorrow.